What's up, Marshfield? I'm Perry McAllister here with MSB after Theatrical Society's last production of their spring musical, Once on This Island. Meg, playing Ti Moune is a feat on its own, but you also choreographed some of the dances. What was the process of choreographing the dances and the challenges that came with it?
So I had 4 numbers in the show, and something that I really worked on when I was doing it is trying to imagine everything happening at the same time, because it's really challenging to place myself in a number while also having to teach and be mindful of everybody else around me. So I would definitely say that's one of the challenges, and lovely Miss Scanlon did ask me to change quite a bit of the numbers like a week before we went on for the show, which was definitely challenging because we didn't have any more rehearsal time. So that was definitely a hurdle that we had to jump over, but we got it, and I think it looked awesome.
It did look awesome. You handled it with grace and pride. Abby, musicals are notorious for having many different elements that have to come together simultaneously. As a stage manager, how were you able to make sure all of these different pieces are combined in a way to make a fantastic show like this one?
It's really hard. The show itself actually wasn't that complicated, but making sure that everybody was drilling their dances, knew their music, all of the set came together. There was like things like, oh, all of a sudden we need a moving dock. That was fun. But it's just like making sure that lighting cues hit exactly when they need to. We literally made changes almost every single night just to keep the show interesting and to make it the most perfect piece that we could.
The show looked great from the spot. It was awesome, Abby. Alyssa, you are a kind and loving person, always willing to help. How much of yourself and other characters did you put into the character of Erzuli?
Well, Erzuli is the goddess of love, and I definitely drew on my love for theater, my love for all of the people in this club, and I drew on, my love for like performing in this space, because this is my last high school show, so I want to make sure that I really lived it to the fullest. So I drew a lot on myself, and I also drew on all of the experiences that I have gotten from playing a bunch of other characters throughout my 4 years here, and all of the other people in this club who have helped make me the best version of an actress that I can be.
Your role as Erzuli was very good tonight. Sydney, you had such an important role in propelling the story while making every action you played look real and full of emotion, especially during the scene where you let Ti Moune go. How were you able to create such a heartfelt moment between mother-daughter while keeping the scene down to earth?
Well, I think me and Meg really developed a relationship throughout the whole rehearsal process. And even though she's a senior and I'm a sophomore, I just tried to come from a place of maturity and care with our interactions and kind of keep the integrity of a mother-daughter relationship while acting off of her own innocent and naive character.
You were incredible, Sydney. So proud of you tonight. Maeve, you played Ogway, the god of water, and that came with its own set of difficulties, like making your own costume from scratch. What was the process of making your costume and the challenges that came with it on show days?
I had to make something that was easily change in and outable, because I have a lot of quick changes in the show while also representing the ocean. To be quite honest, it kind of looked a tiny bit different at every single performance, because I made little edits along the way based on collaboration with my director, and then I asked for advice from other members of the costumes crew, which they're all wonderful, and they had a lot of ideas that played into it. It was truly a team effort, and yeah.
Your costume looked amazing. Abby, you've been a valued member of Lights Crew for 4 years, and you plan to continue studying lighting in college. How has this club and Lights Crew impacted your life, and what was the moment you decided to pursue it as a career?
This club, and especially Lights Crew, has given me a lot of practical and very specific skills that I need in the field, and it's provided me a lot of really great learning and just experience opportunities, and I sort of knew that I wanted to do this as a career basically my first fall play freshman year, because I just sort of immediately went, yeah, this is it. But I've learned a lot through the club.
We loved having you as a lighting person here. Well, that's all we have here. Let's send it back to the desk.